All right, everybody. I want to thank everyone for coming along for another episode of Happy Hour Live Chat. I'm Jerry with Big J Knives.
Hey guys, how you doing? It's Kevin with Boston Blade Reviews.
And I'm Steve, the Saw Grunt.
All right, guys. We've been advertising this for quite a while, and Saw Grunt has went buck wild, just selling this thing, and it's been awesome, Saw. So we're definitely happy to have you, and a lot of people are looking forward to this because you're a guy who's out there using those knives. You're showing them, you're throwing them into those blocks of wood. And it's just great to watch because it's stimulating. You know what I mean? It's someone who's actually getting their knives, showing them. I mean, these are true pieces, and you're out there just winging them into that board. So it's awesome. So kind of like, what got you into this? What got you into knives?
I was thinking about that. Turns out all my childhood, I've always been attracted to knives. And my first knife was the Cub Scout, the blue one. I was in third grade. That was back in the 60s. And somewhere I lost it after my first marriage. It's gone. And then another one I saved up. I sold newspapers and sold up for a wooden pellet rifle and a knife. It was like a cheap knife. It had a plastic handle. And for some reason, I guess I was watching some old Western on TV, and the guy threw it. I'm telling you, I was 10 years old, and I threw this knife, and the handle broke. And that's the day I learned about electrical tape. I picked it back up, put it in the leather sheath, and I had that until probably 10 years ago.
Okay.
But
well,
yeah,
that's awesome.
It does wonders. It does wonders. So I just want to say, man, that we're very happy for you to be on here. Really serious. We've been looking forward to this.
Oh, definitely. 100%, man. And I've had people texting me all week, dude, you're having Saw Grunt on, and, this is going to be a great time. And we want to learn, like, you got the name, the Saw Grunt. You got one of the best freaking logos out there. You said, hey, I wasn't even going to show mine, but you and Boston did yours. So I released mine now, and it's freaking killer. I don't know why you didn't release that a lot sooner, man.
Yeah. A buddy of mine, he did that for me a year ago. He's the one. I got a Facebook page called the Saw Grunt. What I did, I was part of the Facebook, the SOG Army site. That's where I met Isaac. He was part of the SOG Army site. And later on, I decided I wanted to do the SOG Grunt because I tortured the knives, butchered them, beat them up. And my buddy of mine, he came up with that logo. And I've been sitting on it for 2 years. And when y'all did that, I got it. And he's going to make me some stickers and stuff like that. He's not feeling well right now, but he'll get around to it.
Well, yeah, if you just take that logo and send it to Sticker Mule, they'll make them for you. That's what me and Boston did. But
from 3 shows ago.
Yeah. Hey, what got you into the SOG brand though? I mean, you everything you. I mean, not everything you have, but a lot of what you have is SOG affiliate, right? Right.
Right. I want you to know, everybody know, I'm not part of SOG at all.
Yeah.
I'm just a knife lover like you guys. I fell in love. In fact, matter of fact, I did a video about 2 years ago for the SOG Army site, and I laid all my knives. I have double that now, but I laid all my SOG knives from in the living room to the dining room on the floor. My wife was off at work. Okay. There's a story to this. So I took my camera, I walked all the way up and all the way back. It was like a drone shot. And that's where I came up with the name Sogaholic. I told everybody, I'm first, admitting is the first step. So that's that. Yeah. But yeah, can I show y'all something?
Yeah, we want to see the first one that you started with. You got that one?
Back in 2008, I didn't even know anything about SOG. I bought the SOG Fusion throwing knife. Okay. Now there's only 2 in this pack right here. They come in 3. Okay. Now you'll see something here. Can you tell I've used them?
Oh yeah.
Now, is that the first SOG that you got?
This is the very first SOG I bought.
Okay.
Now, what happened on the third one is I learned a lesson. I had a set of 3. I threw these, and I threw one of my old axes with the wooden handle at the same time, and it broke the handle of one of the, because this is really weak anyway. It's a weak design. But This is the SOG Fusion, and I've got about, I probably got about 10 sets of 3 of that. And that was my very first SOG knife back in 2008. And then I forgot about SOG. I bought these on eBay, I think.
So, after you forgot about them, what were you buying a lot of?
Stand by.
Oh, gotcha.
I bought like you did. I bought either on eBay or flea markets. I'd buy, $10, $20 knives for work. And I always, when I got into maintenance, I am a believer of serrations. I know a lot of people don't like serrations. I got to have that little part. If you saw how I use that every day at work, I have to have it. And it saves my blade, But I didn't get into this is the first SOG folder I got. This is the Trident Elite.
Show that bad puppy off.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yes.
Now, I have a whole collection of the Tridents. We won't get into that this time. But this is it's got the glass breaker. You got your cord, your strap cutter. I'm trying to get used to this camera right here.
Yeah, it's different. It's okay.
And it's spring assisted. Pops out.
Holy moly.
Look how beat up that is.
Man, you
good Lord.
Yeah. Who was it a couple of weeks ago that had the shiniest blades I ever seen?
Tom from Knife Delights.
This one's for you, buddy.
Tom won the Happy Hour Live Chat Shiny Knife Award.
Yes. Anyway, I used this 2 years at work. And I also threw it. I throw whatever I carry during the day, I throw it.
That's awesome.
It's a fantastic knife. But how I got away from this, though, it was later on, like 4 years ago, I got into the XR locks that SOG came out with, so I could do one-handed. This is a two-handed operation.
Okay.
And a lot of times in maintenance, this, you're going down, and sometimes, or you drive a truck, you got to have that one hand. You were showing your Kevin, you were showing your spider coats like one hand.
Yep.
Close, you might be using this other hand. That's kind of nice. You can't.
That's right. Yep.
Hey, always.
Oh yeah.
All the SOGs, all the knives I have, and this I carry every day.
Is that the Delica 4?
Delica 4.
That's what I just pulled out.
Rated.
Yeah.
BG 10, Second Japan.
Yeah. Sharp. Man, that still gets sharp, don't it?
Oh yeah, and I forget it's in my pocket. Oh, yours
Indy as well. The Delica is a great slicer.
Yours is bigger than mine, buddy.
Nah, it's just a camera angle.
Sorry, guys. Oh God. Okay. So I get it.
Yeah.
Well, so much for that. You want to see my very first SOG fixed blade?
Yeah, show it off. That's why we're here, buddy.
Okay, the Trident I got in 2015.
Okay.
And now believe it or not, I didn't get into fixed blades until not too long ago. This is the very first SOG fixed blade I got. And I got this in 2019. Now let me tell you, I bought this for $60, and had I known what it goes for now on eBay, I wouldn't have never thrown this or used it. You can see where I threw it.
Yeah.
This is the Pentagon. And it's sharp one edge and serrations, which are wicked on that end. And it is so lightweight, perfectly balanced, and I just threw the heck out of it.
What kind of steel is that made out of?
This is an Osage steel.
Okay.
It's Taiwan. And this was made, it has jipping here on both sides. And it was designed as a backup for military and law enforcement.
Okay.
So I had to have it, being a tactical guy. So, but they discontinued it, and I went to go see if I could get another one. And now they're going like crazy on eBay. I mean, it's just stupid crazy.
So what are they going for now on eBay? How much are they now?
I've seen this thing go up as much as 120 and higher.
Huh.
I bought it. I think I bought it like $59 back.
Wow.
It's a great knife.
What year did you buy that?
2019.
Okay. Yeah.
So me and Steve were talking a little bit before Boston got on here, but I think you're kind of like us. I mean, when did you really start? What year was it you really started collecting? You told me, but I totally forget right now. Like what year was it where you dove in?
I've had a problem with loving knives. Okay. When we go to the flea market, my wife's over there looking at purses or whatever. I'm at the knife place, and that's just the way it is.
Yeah,
and
it's the way we all are.
That's how I am as well. Yeah.
And I stick them in a drawer. I buy them, stick it in a drawer. I use one at work, stick it in the drawer. And then before you know it, y'all have heard me say this before. I have one out in my shop. I got 2 drawers. I call it the flea market drawers. And actually, I found some of my good knives in there. It's just piled up. It's just bad organization. But yeah, I just, as far as SOG, what happened with that is I bought this, the Elite. Okay. And then I was looking for something. Oh, I see me over there too. I was looking for something, and I went on to the SOG website, and I bought me, I can't remember what it was. Oh, no, it wasn't that. Anyway, I bought something, and then I saw they had a Facebook page, and SOG Armory at that time had like 500 members. Now they're up to like 2,000. But that's where, at that time, I'm just going to call him JW from here on out, but Jonathan Wedner was the vice president before it got bought out. You know, it's bought out. He's gone on to better things.
Yeah.
But he was the kind of guy that was on that site, and he would listen to us. The problems would get solved. In fact, I mentioned one time, it wasn't because of me, it was already in the works. I said, I wish they made a blackout version of the Pentagon.
Oh, that'd be killer. Yeah.
Wouldn't it? Well,
he
says, be patient. They were already in the works for it. So they came out with, y'all saw me throw it, the Pentagon FX and the Pentagon Covert. Yeah. And I bought them right as soon as they released them. You know, they're fantastic knives.
Sure. Now, Saw Grunt, what we do once in a while is, I'm sure you've seen this, we pull up comments and questions once in a while to try to keep the audience involved. But Sean Fleming, who's a great supporter of ours, asked, does Big J or Boston own any SOG knives? I've only got one, and it's this one right here.
Oh, yeah.
This little Gambit knife.
Yes, sir.
And the SOG Gambit, you know, I got it off DLT Trading. I was just ordering a bunch of stuff, and this honestly got me over the $100 for free shipping, so I had him throw this one in because I never had a knife like this. And I just thought it was cool looking, so I was like, yeah.
He's got it too.
Yeah, well, of course he does.
Oh, yeah.
I carried this the other day, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, what about you, Boston?
So I don't right now. I don't own any right now. I would like to. I have some in the cart on Amazon, things like. But I don't own any right now. But they're great knives. I mean, I've watched videos on them. I've seen reviews on them, and I can definitely see why you're into them. I don't own any right now. No, but I would like to.
I really like the one you've shown, and I've seen a lot of people have it, is the one that has the cutout for the strap cutter that uses the blade as a strap cutter. You just showed it there a little bit ago, but yeah, I really like the design on that for some reason. I think it's just kind of cool. So I was like, you know, that might be one I would pick up in the future, definitely.
If I can get to it, excuse me, guys. They improved that design. I have a whole bunch of Tridents, and to tell you the truth, this does have a little bit of play in it. There's a little bit of play. Okay. Well, they improved it to the Trident AT.
Okay.
This is their new model that came out a couple of years ago. There's your slot there you were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This has it's also spring assisted, and it's bigger.
Holy smokes.
This is excellent. To answer your question, this is a great for rescue response, first responders. And that's what it's designed for.
Yeah, and honestly, that's what I'd probably keep it in my car, because I live north of a city, and it's very high traffic, and I've come up on a lot of accidents, like even late at night. I was coming back from the airport, and the guy's head went through the windshield and it went through the windshield and got sucked back into the car. And man, it was brutal. Me and my wife were trying to help him, and it was brutal. And there was a girl stuck in a car and I couldn't get her out, and it was terrible, man. I mean, it was shocking to say the least. You know, we're traveling the rest of the way home. We're just covered in blood from this guy. It was crazy. So let me ask you now, what do you have right now that you consider a grail? Like what do you have in your collection that, hey, this is the cream of the crop in my collection right now?
I've got one. I'm fixing to show you. Let me stand up because it's a display case right here.
Okay.
This is the ultimate. Now you can get into what they call the grail. You still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Some of those older, early knives way back, right after the Vietnam thing, those things are going for like thousands of dollars. You know, they're like number 2 out of 100. Those SOG knives are like that. I can't get into that. That's just too much money. You know what I mean? But this right here, this is called the SOG Forge.
Man, look at that.
That is a rice pattern. It's hammered. That's actually hammered forge steel.
Wow, that's beautiful.
That's a topo design in the scales. It's full tang. And it's see that kanji right there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just beautiful, man. This is just incredible. I'll show you something else. The leather sheath. I have a buddy of mine that's on the SOG Army site. He always does. He made eBay. He found some on eBay. He actually found the sheath alone on eBay. I'm going to tell you something about the sheath. There's not another one like this. I've got the only one like this because each sheath has this pattern, this cloth pattern is hand stitched in there. This is in Japan too. The sheath is made in Japan. But no two sheaths are alike. So when he said are you there?
Yeah, we're here.
Okay. When he said he just found him a sheath, he has one of these too. He finally lucked into one of these. I got this on eBay on a bid, and for some reason nobody else was bidding on it about 3 years ago. But he told me the other day, he posted that he got the sheath alone, and I wrote him back. I said the sheath alone is worth some money.
I'm sure it is. That's a beautiful sheath.
So
this is like it. You know what I mean?
So let me ask you this. I mean, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. But what is something like that run?
Well, I don't mind. I got this one for and this is about as high. The most I've ever spent on a knife, I'll just tell everybody. The most I ever spent on a knife was $399.
Okay.
I got this one. This was $300.
So
now you can go. I'm not advertising for him. In fact, Warthog thanked me a while ago. I'm so glad he did. I gave him a heads up on where to find. He was looking for a SOG knife. You can't get them. You know, they're just hard to find. I told him to go to onlysog.com, and Jay Johnson is the owner of it, and he started that. He's been collecting SOG knives since they started. He knows Spencer Frazier, the founder of SOG knives. He knows Kiku Masuda, who does the Kiku knives. And what he did, he announced last year on SOG Army that he was finally going to open up his collection to us. And he's not making a fortune. A lot of it's going to charity. This right here, he was selling for $300. Now you go on eBay now, and you'll probably find this. The bids will be going like 600, 800.
Oh, yeah.
So let me ask you you might have already answered, but where do you purchase a lot of your SOGs?
Okay, I always bought my SOGs on eBay, and then I hooked up with. That's when I finally started getting on SOG website.
Yep.
And I got quite a bit from there. But what I love about, I know all you guys know this, all the knife brands now have used Amazon. I'm so thankful.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, dog knives never was like on there. And you can go to Amazon. I do that all the time, and I get it 2 days later.
Yeah.
And they back it up. They back it up. If you're not happy with it.
So one thing I'll say about exactly. One thing I'll say about Amazon is their return policy is terrific.
Exactly.
Terrific. I got a knife in that I didn't like the fit and finish on it. So it was my first time using their return policy. And all it is they have a bunch of different stores in my area. They say just go to one of those stores, give them the knife in the box. They'll package. Yeah, they'll even package the knife up for you and send it out, right? And then they already have a new one on the way.
Exactly. I love it.
Yeah, so you don't have to wait for it to be returned or anything like that. It's already on the way. But their return policy is great. I use Amazon for a lot of blades.
They got all the brands. They got your Bugs, all of them. I bought my Spyderco Delica 4 on there.
Yeah. I really like. I like using Amazon. I know that there was some talk, and I'm sure that there was some fakes on there of certain knives, but a lot of that has gone away over the years. A lot of that has gone away. I actually was on forums about that. A lot of that has gone away, but say if you do get one that is a fake, like I said, that return policy, that'll back it right up.
Hey, you mentioned the word fake. Note number 10. On eBay, I want to tell everybody, if you don't know it, eBay is notorious about fakes. They're terrible. So SOG gets nailed. They have a fake Kiku XR. I'm getting to why I'm telling you this. This is the Kiku XR. This is not the one I was going to show you tonight, but it's the XR lock. This is the first XR I bought, the blackout one. And it's just a fantastic knife. Anyway, on eBay, they'll have these things that'll say Kiku XR. This thing was running, I think, at the time, maybe $199 that I got it on SOG site when they came out with it. And you'll see one on eBay, it says $39. And that should be a giveaway to you right there. And I can see, having, several of these, I can see the fakes. Here's the very first one I got. This got me on SOG, the blackout version. So what I'm getting at is I bought this on purpose right here. This, you'll recognize it. If you go on eBay and look and click on SOG, you'll see this knife several times. It's called a rescue knife, a hunting knife, a hiking knife, whatever kind of knife. And they all look like this. And right here, you'll see the writing. What does that say? SOG. That's the old logo. Flash Tonto. Does that look like a Tonto?
No, not at all.
And they have 440 seal stamped, which never. Now, my point is, I was so angry. I contacted eBay several times and told them about these people. Because to me, what happens is somebody that doesn't know any better is going to go online and, wow, I got this SOG knife for $19. That's what I bought this on purpose. So, and I went on SOG Army site with fakes. I bought this for $19. I know I helped the guy out selling it. I shouldn't have done that, but it was the reason why, to show people. Somebody will buy this and think it's a SOG, and they'll start trashing SOG because it's a piece of crap.
Didn't you actually do a video on that?
Yes, thank you. I sure did.
Yep.
Yeah, and Legion Tactical says he has that knife, and it's called the Dispatch.
The same one?
Yeah, that's what he says on the comment there. So I don't know.
Is it a SOG? They went by SOG Dispatch?
That's what Legion Tactical says. Maybe
Cool.
I hope he's talking about this. I don't know, but I figure I'd throw it up there. I like throwing stuff up there while you guys are talking. There's a lot going on over here on my end.
That's awesome. They came up with another name. This is the SOG Flash Tonto. He's got the SOG, whatever it is. Anyway, just beware of the fakes.
And then Rick Warthog says that Saw Grunt helped me pick up a Sog Super Bowie's 20th anniversary.
I was so happy, man. He got the 20th anniversary. And what that is, what happened was back in 2006, SOG introduced the Super Bowie, SOG Super Bowie. And what it is, it's the SOG Bowie on steroids. And Warthog was interested. I told him just go to onlysog.com and just go for it. But this is a beast. This is over a pound.
It's a big boy right there.
Over a pound?
It's just huge.
Warthog says, "Thanks, brother. It's a badass."
It is.
Sure is.
Legion Tactical actually said Dispatch is the brand of the knife, is what Legion Tactical is saying.
Okay.
So
let me ask you this. Sog. What do you feel? How do you feel about the company from how it was to now? Do you feel like it's gotten better? Do you feel like it's always been good? I mean, obviously you love SOG knives, but how do you feel about the company from how it was to how it is now?
Let me put it this way. I love SOG, you know, more than any. I mean, I just love it. I bleed SOG.
Yep.
When they got taken over, and when they cut loose the people that I love, it was like a family operated operation, man. It's totally different. I had a pocket clip break off one of my knives, and before I would have had it 3 days later. And this one, they said, "Oh, we don't cover that." I said, "Huh." And then she said, "Hold on a minute. This is the new company," which it took me a week to get a hold of them. And she says, we do cover it, but you're going to pay $5 shipment. So I thought, okay, I'm going to pay $5 for a pocket clip. It took me 4 months to get that pocket clip.
Unbelievable. That's unbelievable.
And
now, what?
To be honest with you, I'm just not comfortable with buying from them anymore. And I get mine on Amazon, onlysog.com. I bought several of the ones I've been saving up for. That's how I get these knives. You know,
now,
I can't afford that.
Over. When did they switch over, Sog?
Last year, last year sometime.
Okay.
So I was so excited too. I did a short video not too long ago. You saw me in the SOG jacket, my hat, and I'm holding up these two right here.
Yep.
Okay. I was so excited. I did that on SOG Army, and with the music, and they were releasing all of these new for 2022. You know, I was just excited about it, man.
Right.
And then just the tables turned. These were gifted to me, by the way, from JW.
Okay.
JW Greenbaum.
Greenbaum.
Do what?
JW Greenbaum. Is that his name?
No, that's
okay.
That's the front first and last initials.
Okay, gotcha. Yep.
Vice president.
Yep.
And I had these before they were released. He sent me a box. Is that something? He sent me a box of these and a box of SOG Band-Aids. Several stuff.
I cut myself with Boston's 112 today. Couldn't dick it around.
Yeah, man, it happens.
Every knife you've sent me, I've cut myself with it.
We all got them, brother. We all got them. It happens.
Can I tell y'all a quick story? And I don't want anybody to get down. I feel like this seemed to be the platform was at the right time. And it might have been off of y'all's show, but I got into a conversation. My son was killed in 1997 in a car accident.
Yeah.
On his 21st birthday. And at 3:30 in the morning, there was a knock on my door. And my father had to be the chaplain for Orlando Police Department. My son had just moved out to California, and he was working as a bouncer for a bar out there. He was a good martial artist. I taught him. Anyway, my father knocked on the door at 3:33 in the morning. It's still in my head. I can't twice a day. I know it's 3:33. Knocked on the door to tell me my son was killed. So I don't want to get anybody down. That's why if you see me do hearts, when I see somebody post something with their kid, you're out camping, like Isaac out there camping, I'll do a heart. Is make memories, man. You got to have memories. That's what keeps me going. I got great memories. You know what I mean? Yeah. Create your memories.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to get anybody down, but here, this is what happened was they released the 35th anniversary.
I'm going to solo you so you can show it.
Yeah, it's it came with a coin and the case. There was some smart ass on a SOG Army site says, can you sell the knife? Because this was $399. And they asked JW says, can you sell it does it come without the case? And he said, will the case and coin come with it? Because this is not built like the other Vision XRs. This is textured aluminum, titanium, carbon fiber liners, and that acid etched in tiger stripe. Now, here's the thing about it. The day I ordered this, I save up like anybody else. I saved up a few paychecks, and I finally had it. And that morning, I went to order online, and the website was down. So I called. I never ordered on SOG on the phone. And I forget her name. I talked to her several times. It's like a family. And she says, we because of the inconvenience, we're going to give you this for $100 off. So when I got this, 3 days later, I got it and I opened it up. And this is a limited series. I only made, I think it was 500 of these. No, 350. I got number 333, folks.
That's unreal. That is unreal. I remember.
I just had to share that.
That is unbelievable. You did a video on this. I watched it.
And I did that video, and somebody messaged me and went through the same thing. And that's what it's all about, man. I'm sorry, but yeah, I was able to talk to the guy, and I was looking for something else. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you.
Yeah,
that's awesome blade.
It really is, and that's to get that. Really.
Now, guess what happened when JW went over to Magpul, and he's doing his magic there. He texted me, and he says, "Steve, what was that number of the limited series?" I said it was 333. He said, "That's what I thought." He says, "I'm sending you a box. You'll get it in a couple of days." I had no idea what he's doing. So I opened up the box. I got it. And there was all this Magpul stuff, like bags. It was really cool stuff. And in there, he sent me this. This is number 333.
Wow.
This is the Magpul. They call it the rigger. You go online right now, like eBay. I wouldn't sell this for $10,000, folks, but they're going about $1,000. It's all titanium.
Oh, it's even got a milled clip. Yes.
Titanium, everything. And look at the bolt that holds the clip.
Yeah. Wow.
Whoa.
And I do have my Warncliffe.
Look at that blade.
They call it a modified.
Modified Warncliffe, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Can you see right there, Kevin, Jerry, everybody?
Yeah.
Number 333.
That is unbelievable. That is awesome. That is awesome.
Of course, these I don't throw on my board.
Right. Right.
Thank you for letting me hear that.
Well, what an awesome guy for doing that. The story behind it, and then him doing that.
That guy is unbelievable, and it's heartbreaking. But he's a genius. He's a genius.
Well, that's a guy. That's a guy you call a brother right there. I mean,
exactly.
That's dude. If someone did that for me, I'm a big dude, and I'd cry.
And you know what he did? The SOG Army site. What he did was a lot of times we get like the heads up before anybody else did. He said, "Hey, you guys, how would you like, right now?" And we might have had a jump on this. You know what I mean?
It's like him. It's like that Jack Wolf stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, you were asking about that's a holy grail, but I'm going to show you my, if you don't mind, I just got this not too long ago. And now I put this in the second. A lot of people like my Vulcan, but I got this. This is the SOG X14 Recondo.
Look at that bad boy, huh?
And it has Spencer Fraser's signature right there, etched in there. This was designed, it was can't you pronounce it? There was a team, a school that were called the Recondos that graduated from Special Operation Forces. And this knife was a nice sheath right there. But check this out.
Wow, that's shiny.
Yeah, I don't throw it. X42 Recondo. This is made in USA. Now, what's a good one about this one? This is going to get you. This is the what steel they call it? BG-42 steel.
What was the steel on that?
BG-42. So I looked it up. That's a Tonto blade too.
That's nice.
That's a sticker.
And I know people are going to say, so I'm going to tell you right now, yes, that's Americanized Tonto. It's not the. I had to look up the BG-42, and actually, only SOG.com, he has the stories on these things. The steel, they used it back then. It wasn't even heard of. The steel came. They used it in heavy-duty ball bearings and engine parts for jets.
Wow.
I know. So to me, I missed out on this. I got this, and I was saving up for one that was flat black. You know, I'm into tactical, and I was going to use that one, and it's gone. So I didn't get it.
Yeah.
So that's in my collection right there.
Well, I just want to. Your collection is just unbelievable. See, I mean, really, knives that you're showing right now, unbelievable.
And I want to put this out there. You've done such a good job advertising this. We got more people now than we've ever had. We got 37.
We have what?
Awesome.
37 people right now in the chat. That's
Awesome.
the most we've ever had, Saul Grunt. We're breaking records.
I see the comments rolling.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're busy. I'm trying to pay attention to those and the knives and everything. And
Jay, that's what I'm doing, man.
Great, man.
Comments over here.
It's flying, man. The comments are flying.
Comments are just rolling down the page.
How do you know that? You're talking behind my back.
Yeah, but hey, it's all good stuff though. It's all great stuff. Now, I sent a knife to Boston, the Azula, Essie Azula 2.
Yeah, I love that.
He immediately bought an Azula. Do you have it? I think I've seen Essies on your. You don't have any Essies?
I have Essie. I have the SE6, the SE4, and 3. And Kevin, you posted that, and I told you that's on my wish list. And I looked on Amazon and KnifeWorks. That's another vendor I use, KnifeWorks, and they're both in my wish list thing. I just haven't pulled the trigger. So and I've got to.
I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you firsthand that the SE Azula and the Azula 2. Both of them are fantastic. I'll show you. Both of them are fantastic. No regrets on this whatsoever. This is the one that Big J sent me.
Yeah.
This is the Azula 2. Now you can see it's got those micarta handles on it. This has a bigger. The only difference in this and the other Azula. This is the Azula that I bought. The only difference is the size of the handles. That's it. The blade, the length, and everything is all the same. The weight is, obviously a little bit more on the bigger handles. But this knife right here, this is Big J's knife that he sent me. This is the Azula 2. Look at how this fits in your hand.
I know it. Do you slip that in your pocket?
Yeah.
That's what I'm learning. I learned that from Scabs.
Man, this is a fantastic.
Yeah, he pulls out a pocket clip knife like this out of his pocket. But yeah, I started learning. I learned to carry some of my fixed blades that are smaller like that. Would be perfect in the pocket.
Here's the Azula. Here's the regular Azula, right? I'm going to show you that compared to the Azula 2. As you can see, the only difference is the handle. just the handle, right? But even with the regular Azula, you still get you get a right there is my hand. You still get a good grip, a really good grip. I love this knife. I absolutely love this. This is 1095 carbon steel, and like I said, this just goes right into your pocket.
That'd be great for work, man.
That's what I use it for. This is what I use. So at work, I always need a knife, always, just for what I do, and I always carried a folder. This is my first time carrying a fixed blade, and this thing, I'm telling you, is fantastic. Highly recommended.
And Georgia Adventure, Georgia Adventure's been to some of their classes, and he says Jeff Randall and Essie are just class acts. He's went and I think taken some of their courses, which are, I used to watch them all the time on YouTube because they got a great YouTube channel that shows some of their stuff, and I would love to go do it. Hey, we're at 40. We're at 40 people.
Awesome. Keep them coming.
Oh man, I love you guys. That's cool.
Thank you guys for being here. Let me take that a second to say thank you guys for being here. It means a lot to me, Big J, Saw Grunt. Means a lot to us, really. And that's a record. 40 people.
Yeah, it's huge. And I want to thank Saw, because Saw advertised this thing. Like, I made one poster and then I went to make a second one, but I was telling boss, I was like, people kept coming to my office. Like, I go to work 2 hours early to make stuff, and people just kept coming in because they know I'm there. And I'm like, I couldn't make a second poster. I felt bad about it, but I reposted the original. But one thing I'm seeing you do, Sog, is you're pulling out some top quality tops knives. That one you were throwing the other day, dang, almost a half-inch thick.
Tops is solid, man.
Yeah, bud.
I mean, I've never seen anything like it. And one of the favorite ones I got, this is one, I don't usually like nylon sheaths, but I did a video, if you remember, I said this one needs this sheath. Yeah. I mean, it's not going to hold in anything else. And it's actually pretty nice. But this, my friends, is the Mission 21.
Oh, my bad. Hold on. I got to solo you. There you go.
Now look at this. It's a 1/4 inch thick.
Wow.
Now I'm holding, this thing is heavy, man.
Yeah.
You were throwing that, and it was going into the board like 1.5 inches thick, 1.5 inches deep one. And it was like sinking, well, more than that, probably.
This is the one that eventually tore up my board. I just went through and replaced it. I threw it, it would stick in that far. And it's heavy, man. My card scales, 1095 steel tops, man. I've never seen anything like. You want to know what my first tops was?
Sure.
Amazon, this little baby right here. You talk about slipping something in your pocket. There you go, Kevin.
I like that. Look at that, huh?
This is the Tots Wolf Pup.
Holy smokes.
And I carry this all the time at work. It's very doable. Look at that. Nice box cutter.
Is that still available?
Yes. I got this on Amazon.
What's the name on that?
That's the Tots Wolf Pup.
I'm definitely going to be checking that out. I like that a lot.
And, you know, Tots always does. A lot of people don't like it, but I do. Especially I work out on the beach, man. Salt water and all that.
Yep.
And they do their traction coating. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, protect it.
But yeah, this I don't even use a clip on this. I just slip it down in my. Look at that. It just slips right down in my pocket.
Yes, beautiful.
And you were telling me like what time you got to go to work, so that'd be perfect for someone who's, you know, he's got to be at work at what, 5 a.m. So you're getting there early, and you know it's dark, so you know that'd be perfect. Little self-defense if you needed to. You know, you hate to be in a situation like that, but
have a little advertisement, string white wedge. Okay.
Yeah, he was shining that thing. You did a video the other day shining that thing through the parking lot, man. He's lighting up the whole lot.
I do. But first thing I do, I get there is kind of like a security thing. Yeah. So I tell you why I like this. It's waterproof for one thing. That's unusual because it has a USB port. You think, my gosh, that was shorted out. And you see the jipping? Yeah. And there's your switch. It's a momentary switch that goes from 300 to 1,000. Has a pocket clip, deep carry pocket. So this is a fantastic flashlight. I know, guys. It's not nice, but yeah, that's
Well, we got
everyday care.
Well, we got a question on the screen for you right now that someone wants to ask you.
So he's asking which. So it's from Randy's WSG, and he's asking, can you ask Sawgrunt what neck knife he uses, if any?
I don't.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. That's my opinion. Unless you're going to take a neck knife and put it down your shirt. I'm always thinking of that's my life, self-defense. Okay.
Right.
If you got the bead chain, they're going to pull it, and somebody comes behind you, going to pull it. It's going to break off, so you're okay. But then they got your weapon, your tool. If you use paracord, they're going to. Oh man, they're going to
choke you out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I suggest if you do a neck knife down in your shirt. I'm sorry. I hope that's just my opinion.
43 people.
I
hate to keep doing it, but I got to do it, right?
Hey,
awesome.
all the neck
Awesome.
knives I have, and I
44.
probably have about 100 neck knives. The first thing I do is take the chains off.
So you'll take them and you'll put them into your pocket, probably.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
But you only have 100.
Well,
Am I the only one that caught that?
Hey, look at this. This is not even on my list, but it is beautiful. This wasn't even on my schedule. This is a large SOG filter.
Oh yeah.
Just old school, you know.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I knew you'd like that.
Is that wood handle?
Hey, does that shine for what's his name?
Tom. Oh, Knife Delights. Do you use case? Okay, let me ask you this.
Look, the smaller.
Let me ask you a serious question, Osog. What do you use to clean your blades? To shine them up.
When I throw my knives, if you notice, I clean them every time I get done throwing.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the glass is on. I WD-40 in a rag. Just get the chemicals from the pressure treated wood off.
Yeah.
When I'm at work, same thing, WD-40, some oil, wipe it down because I'm out there with the salt water. Sometimes I got chlorine and crap in there too, you know.
Well, Doom Crew Outdoors, that's exactly what he tells. You know, I had some schmutz on a wooden handle where the price tag had been on there that long at a flea market. And I was like, dude, I got this knife and I can't get this schmutz. He said, dude, just get some WD-40 and spray on it. It took it right off.
That's right. That's what I use as well. So whenever
felt like a dummy.
WD-40.
WD-40 and duct tape. That's all you need.
Yeah, it took it right off. I mean, it did a great job taking it off. Guys, I want to thank everybody. I like to get in here and say hello to everybody in the chats, but I cannot keep up, honestly, because there's so many new ones coming in. But I want to thank everyone who's joined in. I want to thank Tom at Knife Delights because he is taking over the moderator position. I don't know where Jerbs is at, so I want to personally thank Tom for that as well, because that really means a lot, you know, that he's able to get there and do that.
Same thing here, guys. I just want to thank you, everyone that came into this chat tonight. It really does. It means a lot. And thank you, Tom, for moderating. Yeah, a lot of new names are popping up, and we're loving it. We're loving it, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, Peacemaker, he's been super this week. Thank you, Peacemaker.
Yeah, you bring the audience in because you're active. You know, where a lot of my stuff, because the weather here is so bad, and it's finally taken a turn. I was able to do a lot of yard work today, so it's looking better. But I think what drew me into you was you're active, you're outside, and you're throwing. You know, you're showing stuff, you're throwing stuff, you're taking us to work with you. See, I can't do that. If I did that, I'd get fired. But that. You know, it shows us really what's going on with you. You know, you're walking through the parking lot at 5 a.m. You're telling us about your day, and it's just great. You know, it's kind of reminds me of Scab because Scab does a lot of his stuff at his work site too. So that's what drew me in.
I do.
Yeah, and Boston, what drew you into Saul Grunt?
This really the same thing. I mean, just how active he is. I mean, everything you were just saying, just how active he is. When you're out there, you're throwing, you're doing your thing. It's just like Big J said. I didn't have the weather for it. You know, now it's starting to get nicer, but yeah, it's just how active you are. And those knives you have, man, they run.
Well, I tell you, I've been fortunate with my hours. I get off at 1, so I'm home at 1:30 and do a few things with the dogs. And even before y'all don't even know that I go out in that playground. There's certain stations I work out before I even throw knives, and then I'll throw knives. I hit the camera, and I'm just fortunate that I'm able to come up with that content. And if you look on your what's it called, the YouTube, the where you can see the subscribers, the viewers,
Yeah.
it show you a window of when they're active. And I'm so lucky, between 4 and 6 o'clock, my viewers are like boom. So all of a sudden, whatever I post, I try to get it before that. That's when you'll get a lot of views. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't
And
get home.
trolls.
When I get home, I usually post around 7:30, and that's when a lot of people are on as well. I get a lot of people commenting around that time, about 7:30, and you know, people getting home from work and relaxing.
Well,
I've been playing around with mine. I've been doing the video, my walking in the sunlight, and then I'm holding that video and trying to post it later in the day. But the sunlight, I think, is just helps out with showing the knife. I think I shine it up in the morning, and then I've got it shined up for lunchtime, and I'm taking my walk, and I'm trying to record it with no one seeing me. So it's a nightmare.
At the very beginning, I didn't really answer it. I always do that. I dodge the question, but you asked me what got me into the throwing the knife, the SOG knives, that kind of bit. It's because there was like not trolls. There's like these guys that show up on the Army side or the SOG side, and they'll trash a knife. And I know they don't even have that SOG knife.
Yeah.
So I made videos. This is before I even got on YouTube. By the way, Isaac is the one back in December helped me get started on YouTube. I've got 1,000 videos on my Facebook channel, and I don't know how to transfer them over. But one day, Isaac helped me get into this, and he notified you guys who subscribed, and it just grew. And I thank Isaac so much, because I met him on SOG Army. He messaged me, told me how to do it. But he knows I used to go in there and take knives that even JW didn't want me to do. So I always said, don't throw your folders. You do away with your warranty. Don't throw your folders. But I do it just to show the son of a gun how tough it is. You can't do it with other knives.
You threw that little Walmart knife I gave you, didn't you?
Yeah, I still got it here. That thing stuck the I love it. Yeah. This thing here, though, this is in my collection drawer along with the other stuff. I mean, this is very special, which y'all gave me on the raffle.
Oh, yeah, the green mini trapper.
Oh, man. See, it's in the box. I don't touch it, and I love this thing. Hey, everybody, if you didn't know it, I won the raffle.
That was my 500 sub giveaway.
And it's beautiful. I love this thing. It's beautiful.
That's Big J's favorite color too, the green. He gave
me. It's the only reason I bought it, because it was green. I rolled the dice because it was off of eBay, but they had decent pictures of the back springs. So I was like, it looks good. I'm going to go ahead and just pull the trigger and order it. And luckily it came, and it was in pretty decent shape. So I used it as the main gift.
This is the only case knife I own.
Hey, bud. Got you started.
How about that? Thank you so much.
I want to take a quick second, and I just want to say, again, I want to show two knives that somebody gifted to me in a second. But I just want to take a second here just to say one more time, guys, thank you for everybody that's new in the chat, and everybody that's been in the chat for the last few. But we've been doing this how long now, Big J?
Couple of months, probably close to. Well, we're on episode 11, so close to 3 months.
Yeah, we've been doing this for like 3 months. Where we have, so thank you guys for everybody that's been in here every week, and everyone that's new, guys. If you're new, subscribe. Go over to Big J, go over to myself, Saw Grunt, subscribe, guys. We have a lot of content coming out. We really do appreciate you guys. I just want to say that. But yeah, two knives that I just got from from Jersey Knife Guy, and I got to show these. I got to show these knives. So Jersey Knife Guy just gifted me two really nice knives. See, a case and a Rough Rider. And I'm going to be doing a video on this Jersey. With work, man, I hadn't had the time, but the video's coming out. So with the case knife here is the Sodbuster Junior, and this is in red. You know, we all know the Junior, and it's a classic knife. Excellent knife that came from Jersey Knife Guy. I want to say thank you, Jersey, for sending this my way, man. I love it. Absolutely.
That's nice.
Yeah, I carry a Sodbuster Junior to work. Mine has the the yellow, but this one here in the red, I really like it. Really a classy knife.
Yeah.
And then also he sent over a Rough Rider, and I never had. It's funny, I never had a canoe. I just never had a canoe before, and he sent over this canoe. Beautiful looking knife. Absolutely love this. Jersey, thank you, brother, for sending this my way. Really just a classy, good-looking knife from Rough Rider.
What is that, like brown and black?
Yeah, it has the brown and black.
That's cool. Okay, I see it.
Yeah, just a nice knife. But just want to say thank you, Jersey. Yep, and Big J has his too.
I got the patina on mine.
Oh, I thought you handed it over to him.
Nope. Jersey sent me two as well. He sent me the same blades, and if we look at the patina I've already put on this Sodbuster, and I got this. Listen, this thing's screaming sharp. I took this on the old DMT Diamond Stones today, and I do a 3-strop progression when I'm done on the Diamond Stones. She screams, boys. She screams. So thank you, Jersey, very much. I've been cutting my hamburgers, my breakfast. Tom over at Knife Delights, I've been cutting my Casey's breakfast burrito with that knife. So he knows all about them Casey's breakfast burritos. But I actually have, I don't even know if you've seen this, Sog, but I had this knife, and I never mess with it. I even forgot I had it. But I want to show it and see if you have one of these. It's I had a sheath made for it, but it's an old Ontario Tac 1.
No.
This thing's a beast. It's got the micarta handles. It's pretty hefty.
Yeah.
The thing is, the handles are just kind of straight up and down, so you're probably gonna get some hot spots. But this is a knife that was made for the military, but you could remove those scales, and it's got some type of bluing type coating on it.
I love that.
I got this at the flea market off my old buddy Lee. Brand new. I got the box for it in the original sheath, but I wanted to carry it, so I had this sheath made for it. So
got some ferro rod.
Yeah, but it's a junky one. But the sheath has that nice dangler on it, and I paid. I actually forgot I had that dangler because I need one. But I paid about $70 just for the sheath. So the knife wasn't worth much more than that. But I was like, I need a good sheath for my good knife. So because the sheaths that come with those are kind of like what Boston has right there, the black.
Yeah. So this is an Ontario. This is the SP1 Combat, and it's just a nylon sheath there. But it's a good knife. I really haven't put any use on this knife yet. You can see there SP1 Combat, Ontario Knife USA. And Ontario makes some great knives. They really do.
Oh, yeah.
They don't always come sharp. I think a lot of people know that. At least nowadays, they don't have too much of an edge on them. But you sharpen them up and you're good to go. But the SP1 Combat, I figured you might like that one, Sog.
Oh yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah.
I'm not being rude. I think I got that one.
You ain't rude.
No, man.
Not rude at all.
That's a 7-inch blade, right?
It's got to be. It's huge.
Got to be, brother.
Okay. What I did, I do have that.
Well, to be honest with you, I think it's more. I think it's oversized.
Well, look at that.
Is that the SP1?
Yep.
The same knife. Same exact knife.
Now, guess what I did?
Put an edge on it.
I got this off Amazon.
Yep, that's where I got mine.
Okay. I took the 7-inch, I got this off Amazon, a 7-inch K-bar sheath. And it was fitting really tight. Not real tight, just tight, where it would probably dull the blade. And I took a thin rod file it just kind of went inside on both sides. So now, instead of the nylon sheath like that, I got it locks in.
Oh yeah.
Nice. That's nice. I like that. Absolutely.
Like, Ontario, I can't believe the prices.
I know.
I mean, I haven't been doing this to sell it. I'm just shocked. This is that Ontario $4.99 I got, and I carry this every day now at work because it's so comfortable.
I want to see that. Yeah.
This is that U.S.
Ooh.
Air Force survival knife.
Yeah, it looks like a pilot's knife.
Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah, man, that's nice. I love those.
I got this for under $50. It's leather stacked, and right there I did my own jipping on it.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. This is what I threw today on the video.
And James Stork said he got the gifts, so I want to say thank you for tagging along, James. He just lives just right up the road from me, so he's one of my neighbors. Lives pretty close. So
you're very welcome, James. I'm glad you like that Fat Boy, brother. That's a good little knife right there.
Yeah, when he sent me his address, I was like, holy smokes, he says he's pretty close. Yeah, but yeah.
Enjoy it, brother.
Yeah, definitely. So let me ask you this, Sog. How do you think? Well, I mean, you carry a spider coat every day, right?
This one is 7 days a week. This Delica 4. I love it, man.
Do you have a pair of 3?
No.
Okay. Have you ever held one or thought about getting a pair of 3?
No. In fact, I was going through my flea market drawer I told you all about.
Yeah.
Came across this, and I didn't know what it was.
Boston, you got that, don't you?
Yes.
It's tenacious.
Yep.
And I thank the guy for identifying it because I never had a spot. I don't even know why I got this. I told y'all that's how I collect them. I saw it, I liked it, it felt good, and then it went in the drawer.
Yeah, that's the tenacious lightweight. That's the lightweight.
It's a great knife.
Yeah, it is. I have the one in G10. Both of them, the G10 and the lightweight, are both great knives.
Well, my wish was, I said, gosh, in fact, I was carrying this at work a couple of times. I said, if they made serrations, it'd be awesome. And then I came across this Delica 4.
Yeah.
And this does not leave my pocket. I mean, this thing is so, I mean, it's just lightweight, which I know y'all are sick of these. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, you're fine. And I watched why you like the serrations because you shove it down into irrigation pipes and are able to turn that stuff, and you can cut through hose a lot better. I watched that video.
I did a demonstration at work one time for the SOG Army site. I'll do it again here, but I took my Seal XR serrations.
Yep.
That's a bad boy. This is like a fixed blade, man, when this thing opens up. This is well, actually, yeah.
Oh man,
this is a beast. Now, you can see I've used it. I took this and actually did. I was cutting PVC pipe and rope. I was digging with it. Look at the jipping on this.
Digging with it.
This is a folder knife. Now look at this. This is the Seal. This is the FX, and this is the XR.
Okay.
The folding knife XR is nothing more than the fixed blade. I mean, it's solid. It's locked out. I've thrown this. Don't throw your knives. I throw this all the time. And this is one of the ones I threw because the guy was talking about something. And yeah, I cut a PVC pipe. To answer your question, yeah, that's why I have to have serrations. Rope, I got a like 3/4 to an inch rope I have to cut all the time. So I don't want to with my blade. Yeah, I can take a real sharp blade, but you're going to have to sharpen that by the end of the day.
Yeah.
And the serration's just sawing. That's all it is. I'm just sawing.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting because you were talking about shoving it down into the pipe, into the irrigation pipe, and then being able to turn it because, you know, they get snapped off. Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, man, I try to watch all your stuff. You have so much stuff, though, Sog, that sometimes I can't keep up. I'm going to be honest with you. I try to comment on all of them, but there's so many. It's hard.
That's right. I stuck it down into the riser, and I
Yes.
grab it, and I didn't have to go all the way back across the complex and get the riser removed. I just do it with my knife.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was really interesting because we deal with that stuff at work and things like that, and I just thought it was interesting how you went over that, and because people mowing are constantly, hitting them and ripping them out of the ground and stuff. So
Honestly, yeah. But
yeah,
you guys know this. I mean, we all know this. All of us know this. All of us. I'm looking at the TV over here too, guys. Your comments. These are tools, man.
oh yeah,
These are my tools at work. I mean, I got me a big fixed blade. I got me a folder, and I'll carry a couple other, like one small one in my left pocket. Yeah, I'm loaded.
yeah. You definitely have the tools for the job, and I like it that you have your own little work area at your job to where you sit down and talk to us and things like that. Tell us what you're carrying, like you do, like the Tactical Tuesday and the Warncliffe Wednesday and the it seems like you got a seems like you got a thing for every day of the week. So
yeah, I take a little, like a 5-minute break, and I think of doing that. Why not show you guys what I got for the day, and then I go on back to work.
I left for the gym earlier today because I didn't put out a video Thursday, but I got there a little bit early. Thought I'll turn the camera on and talk to people and advertise the live chat and just talk about the knife Jersey got me and stuff like that. So
I was trying to say, I think we got 50 people in here.
Dude, this is like I'm trying to keep up in the chat. I can't. I'm trying to put stuff on the screen and I can't because it's going too fast.
Yeah, same here. I know what you mean. Yep.
Yeah, but this is awesome.
Fine.
That Pentagon at the beginning of the show here. This is when they went to the blackout. Y'all see me. I throw this probably 5 times a week.
Can we blow that up?
Yeah, my bad. I was admiring the knife.
This is the Pentagon they went to. And they also came up with the covert.
Well, I like that. That. Yes, I like that.
Now, I have thrown this. No, I'm telling you, probably 3,000 times.
That's nice.
This is like my go-to self-defense, and this is really my favorite. I put in a couple of thousand throws. But what's cool about these new Pentagons is you take a torch, I forget what size that is. You take that off, the scales slide off. You can wrap it in paracord, or you got straight metal just for a thinner profile to carry. And
someone's got a question for you on the screen too, Sog.
Okay.
Says, does Grunt have any terminus to show us?
Yes.
Of course he does.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're going to have to do episode 2.
Oh man, I've had anxiety all week.
Hey man, I told you it's not hard. I told you this is pretty much like making your own videos, except you're shooting the shit a little bit. It's
now the terminus, I couldn't believe it. I went on. By the way, when we got to those fakes and everything, I always went to onlysog.com. And there's one time I saw on eBay. I'm getting the terminus in 1 second. I saw on eBay it said a seal pup, Seki Japan. It was in a clam pack. From Seki Japan, a clam pack. So I got a hold of Jay Johnson with Only Sog, and I said, Jay, is this real? And he says, absolutely. I mean, I'm telling you, he knows it. And
so you've got the inside scoop, pretty much. I mean, you got a guy you can rely on.
He's got a guy. You've got
a guy who knows a guy. See, I got a guy who knows a guy, but I don't have a guy.
Well, he posted something the other day I had no idea about. I mean, he's got more knives than Sog does. No, really. He has.
Yeah.
I didn't know that they made that many terminus. They got, I forget how many terminus. Here's one. This is one of my favorites.
That's the knife I've been wanting.
Hold on, I'm going to blow you up.
This is nice. I love the gray that we're using.
It pops. And the gray makes it pop.
That's the XR.
Yeah. That's a knife.
And this is that one-handed operation,
Now, is that made in America? Where's that?
These are Taiwan.
Okay.
Great knives.
This was I think it was a Nice Center or Blade HQ exclusive.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. I like the pocket clip.
Oh yeah, that's deep carry too.
Yeah, I like it how it says the SOG in the pocket clip there.
And they changed that up, as they.
Yeah. So is SOG just similar to like Spyderco, how they have like different operations throughout the world? Like some are made in Taiwan, some are made in China, some are made in the USA. Because that's kind of how Spyderco is, right?
Yes, they. When people say it's not USA, if it's Taiwan, that's good, man.
Oh yeah, I've heard the Taiwan stuff is just phenomenal anymore.
It does, and I was looking for something there. Oh yeah, let me tell you, if you don't think,
man, this guy just keeps grabbing them, huh?
He's making our job easy, isn't he?
Oof.
I've showed one knife. This is awesome. I love it.
All right, though.
Yeah, it is.
So
well, while you're looking for that, I got a bar. I put some knives over here to prepare like something that was maybe tactical. But look at this fat boy. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the butt on this thing, man.
Holy moly!
This is a Bark River Bravo 3V steel.
That looks more than a quarter inch.
Nah, it's actually just a hair under. Really? I believe, but these are hand ground, so you just don't know. But it's got the red liners, the micarta handle scales, and it's just a bigger version of the gunny that I sent Boston to check out. This is its big brother, this is the 3V steel. This is a beast. I bought this to go hiking, and as soon as it came and I picked it up, I'm like, there ain't no way I'm carrying this thing through the woods for 8-10 miles.
While you're on solo, Big J, right? Hey, while you're there,
yep.
I want to see that knife that I sent you there. What's your thoughts on it?
You're talking about the 112?
Yep.
Look at that. I'm getting good at it. Man, I did my video, and what I like about this knife is, I'm a bigger guy. I hate to say that, but I am, and my hands are a little bigger. So what I like is it's got something to grab a hold of.
I like that.
Where your Spyderco Delico or your Para 3 is just thinner, this it fills the palm of your hand. Now look at that. I can, if I really wanted to do something, I could do it with this because I've got the torque needed because I've got this handle that I need.
Yep.
Where if you got like a Delica or a Para 3 or say a Benchmade Bug Out, they're thinner and they're designed to be thin because they want it to be easy to carry, easy to deploy, easy to get out of your pocket. But man, if I'm working and I really need to get something done, or God forbid you needed to use this for anything else, but you could, and you could really put the hammer on it, and it's one hand open, and you just watch me close it with one hand, and this is a borrow knife.
I put that on my wish list after I saw y'all show that on the show a couple times.
So, yeah, let me just say this, Big J, right? That knife right there. So that knife my wife got me for our anniversary, and I have used that knife. That's the reason why when you hit that back lock, it comes right down, man. I got that thing broken in, tuned up. I love that. I think that's the best 112, the best modern 112 that they came out with.
Well, I went and bought the Slim last night to just compare. I was in Rural King buying two-stroke gas for my still weed eater. I'm like, I'm going to go get a Slim. So I have the regular, the Pro, and the Slim to all do a video on to compare them all. And this thing right here, I can close it one-handed. I can open it and close it one-handed. And this is a brand new knife out of a package. Just got it yesterday. And this is a dandy. $34 I paid for this.
Yeah, see, Buck is really doing something in the modern world. They're just doing something in the modern world.
Can't beat it.
You can't. But I didn't want to get off topic.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Hold on, I'm going to blow you up.
I want you to say something. Tell me Spyderco did not have an influence on our market. These two are SOGs.
Wow.
That's a SOG. These came after Spyderco.
Well, yeah, I mean, just like the Axis lock that Benchmade has, that now they're calling it the shaft lock. They're calling it all these different locks, and because they lost the copyright expired or something, I guess. for the axis lock. But I mean, you know what? If a company can take a design and build it and make it even better, go for it. I mean, that's capitalism at its finest, right?
That's right.
But I tell you what's hard to beat is these damn Rosecraft Mohawks, buddy. You want to get some work done? This son of a gun right here. These things are beasts, man. And you can get these for $30.
You know who did a good review on these? Is Scab. Scab did.
Oh yeah.
He
broke his original.
He did some hard use on this, man.
Yeah.
And this knife can take a beating. This knife can take a beating.
Yeah, the Mohawks are they're above and beyond. For $30, I mean, you cannot go wrong buying that knife for $30 and having it in your arsenal for whatever you might need it for.
Have you seen that before, Grunt?
Yeah,
No.
you get them. Yeah, you get them off Blue Creek Knives for like $30. But use Big Red EDC as a discount code SOG and get you one. Everyone get one.
Yeah, they're great knives.
Hey, you mentioned if I could show you just a couple more things, and then this is kind of because you mentioned Scab.
Yeah.
And also Donovan Chew.
Oh yeah, Donovan.
Every time Donovan Chew has an incredible Gil Hibben collection. But every time I show this is the SOG Creed. It's one of those that Scab always goes, that's what does he say? That's dope.
Hell yeah.
That's dope.
The dopeness is real.
That's the SOG Creed.
Yeah. That's a big boy.
I don't throw that. And then the other one, and Donovan Chew has it. Actually, I don't know if y'all see that in the camera.
Yeah, I can see it.
The shadow box.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. The top and bottom are the Kempo 1s, and the middle one is the Kempo 2. Those are in the box. In the original box, they have the lapel pin. The sheaths are signed by Gil Hibben. And that's the Kempo 1 and 2. This one I've had since it was released in '96. And this is the one I trained in. And I do something that's unheard of. This is one y'all see me throw. This is a rat tail. I'm throwing this. This is mahogany wood.
I was just going to ask you, is that mahogany?
Yeah. And it's a rat tail. It's I think it's 420 steel. And I'm going to tell you guys, way back, I had 14 of these and 10 of the Kempo 2s, and I gifted them except for what I got here. I had no idea. I bought this way back for like $50, I think, when they first came out. I had no idea that they would become a collector's item.
Well,
but this one here is the one I still work out with. I have all
now, let me ask you this. When did you, okay, you say you're into martial arts. When did that start? Like
in 1971, I went to the movies and saw Billy Jack, the original. So in February 72 was my birthday, and I asked my father if I could join. And that was in Miami. It was like in Chinatown. Back then, there was probably only maybe 8 schools there. So I chose the Kempo karate.
That's what I did. Kempo.
Oh, cool. All right. So that I started with Tracy's, and then I also was trained in the Ed Parker system. And I had my own school in Orlando. When I had my school, there was only 8 schools. Now there's one on every block. But yeah, I've been doing it. I call it, I'm a student and instructor for 54 years.
Do you know, I wonder if you know the instructor that I had, Frank, he's up here in Boston area. His name was Frank Manzelli.
No, I don't.
He's been teaching Kempo for years. Frank Manzelli. If you look him up in Boston, Frank Manzelli, great teacher.
Yeah. I was just thinking the other day, I was thinking about all 3 of my instructors are dead now. Well, you got to think I'm 66 and a half. And the one that taught me in Miami, the Tracy's karate, Sifu, because it was Chinese Kempo. I did the American Kempo. He died 2 years ago. And
Wow.
you know, they're kind of you bond with your instructor.
Yeah, you do.
So
Yep.
that, and then I realized I had 3 that just they're gone. So
Yeah.
there we go.
I played football. I lived in Podunk, so there was nothing like that around. But my older brother, he would rent these Bruce Lee movies and all these movies, and he would just beat the mortal piss out of me every single day. He had nunchucks, and he could use them real fast, and they just beat me to death with them all the time. I'm just like, dude,
Yeah, when I took it, the next year is when Bruce Lee died. And
yeah,
I remember going into the school that day for a workout, and everybody was so down. And it was I'm doing clothes, low battery. I'm prepared. I got my charger.
there you go.
Yeah, he died. I was taking it when he was alive, and then he died.
Yeah, that's if you grow up in it, I can see, and then of course his son died in a movie, right? Shooting a movie or something
Brandon.
with a
Bullet.
blank or something, or
No, there was a bullet in the gun.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. It was supposed to be a blank. Same thing with I don't know, that other
Exactly.
actor. Yeah.
Now, back when
Crazy.
when I started taking it, we had a shag carpet. There was no cushion. When I had my school, I had office carpet, no cushion. It was hard school. We didn't have in Miami. We didn't have any safety kicks or punches. They were just
Yeah.
coming out with it. It was just all go out in the parking lot. And I had braces, so I learned real quick not to get hit in the face because man, that would just cut.
Yeah. Oh, it's the same thing with like any sport, like football. When I first started playing, it was crazy. Nowadays, it's a lot more. They worry so much about the head injuries, and they give you a physical before you can even play, and then the doctor's on site, and you don't meet up to those physical standards, they'll pull you out of the game right then, and with a head injury, and then you got to sit out for another 2 weeks. So stuff's come a long way with stuff like that. But man, what else you got there? Like what is your favorite? What's your overall favorite knife? Like if you had one knife that you had to carry the rest of your life and you had to rely on it for work, self-defense, whatever, what would it be?
That X42 Recondo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once I got that and I went through all my knives, it just blew my mind that I'm looking for something else. Everybody was freaking out on this one.
The amount of SOGs let me ask you, I have a question for you, Grunt.
Yes.
So just real quick, and I know you're going to show a knife there, but if I know you have a ton, obviously hundreds of SOG knives, but do you have any other makers that you like? Any other brands that you like other than SOG, or is it mainly just SOG?
SOG, Tops.
Yep.
Yeah, you have a lot of Tops knives, and you talked about Essie earlier.
Essie, I like a lot.
Tops is a great brand. I love Tops, man. They did a collaboration years ago with Buck. There's a knife, there's a Tops and a Buck. They did a collab, and it's actually at the store that I go to, and I've had my eye on that for like 2 years now.
You got to pull the trigger, brother. Pull the trigger.
I got to pull it, man, because
it's gonna be gone.
I'm actually gonna do a video in that store. Because what's the point? Was it?
Yeah, Frank from What's the Point? Yeah.
Frank from What's the Point just did a video on that store over there, and that was awesome, man. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I know the owner over here. I'm gonna go down there and I'm gonna do a video of the inside. The place where I go, they sell a lot of new old stock. And wait till you see.
Yeah.
Off Grid is awesome. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I just gave
Off Grid is incredible.
I just gave away the Fat Boy from Off Grid. Actually, the winner was he was just on here. I don't want to throw out names, but yeah.
I tell you, an old tactical one from back in the days. This one that Warthog sent me, the Duke. This right here is just a simple like 6-piece knife that was used over. It's made in France, but it's got a half stop, tighter than a. I don't want to say it, but I mean this knife right here is phenomenal. Carbon steel blade, just a basic knife. It's got 2 pins, the spring, your bail and the blade, and that's it. I mean, just a simple knife, simple design, but this thing's, I did a little bit of research on it and people tell me about it, but this thing was used to help fight wars, over across the pond, they say. So, Warthog, he sent this to me. I greatly appreciate it. I love it. And he sent me a couple of them cool stickers of his too. They have the lady on it with the knife and stuff. So it's, that's cool of him to send that, man.
What's the point, EDC? What's the point, EDC? He just said, "Hey, Boston, I would love to see that Tops Buck collab, brother. I'm gonna go down to that store. I'm gonna do it this week. I'll go down there and I'm gonna show that to you and everybody else. And the knives that this guy has in this store, it's gonna blow your mind because it's all new, old stock. So it's knives from the 70s, knives from the 80s, the 90s, brand new. I'm talking brand new." Knives that are well discontinued that you're not going to be able to get anymore. But I'm going to do a video of that this week.
And I know, Sog, you actually did a short or something in that. Did you do a short in that Ace Hardware that you go to?
Yep.
Yeah, I seen that, and I was like, our hardware stores around here may have one case display, and it has about 4 knives in it. All the rest of them are empty. Because people are like, hey, go to Ace Hardware. Well, Ace Hardware ain't got shit.
They stepped it up. We got one that's just up the street from me, and then I go over to the island, and there's another one, and that's that case I showed you. It's just great.
Yeah, I couldn't believe the amount of knives that was in that Ace Hardware. I mean, it was phenomenal to see that.
That's where I got my first rake. In fact, What's the Point was showing his. This is the first rake I ever bought.
To blow you up.
From Ace Hardware.
Look at those. I love those scales.
Oh, yeah, them pop.
Hell yeah.
Smooth action.
Ooh.
Man.
What blade is that? What is that?
This is rake.
Yep.
Some people call it rook.
Yep.
When I saw it, I call it rookie, and the guy corrected me in the store.
What model is that?
This is the P105.
P105. I'm gonna have to watch this over. I'll write it down because I like that.
Yeah, I got like of course I do. I got like 5 rakes now. They're fantastic.
And they're reasonably priced, aren't they?
Yes, under $40.
Yeah. Yep.
See, you can get really good knives like that knife right there, the Mohawk. There's so many good options you can get now, and they run smooth. You can rely on them, and it's not like it used to be. It used to be when I was younger, if you had a knife that was made overseas, you couldn't, like you said, you threw it and it broke, right? Yep. Same thing happened to my first Rambo knife. I threw it, it snapped, it broke. It was, the compass fell off the end of it. But yeah, it just.
I enjoy like What's the Point, Frank? I enjoy buying locally because you can go in the store, they open the cabinet, they ask you to take it out. But you can hold and field it before you buy it. It's not like ordering online and you get it, you might not like it. Yeah,
see, that's why I love going to my buddy Lee at the flea market. He lets me touch anything I want. He opens the cases, hey, dig through what you want, make a pile. And you'll pick up some stuff like cases. You got to be really careful with case knives because the fit and finish isn't always perfect. So you kind of got to look for certain stuff. But I mean, it's great that I have that. But anywhere else around here, there's nothing near me like that. Like Boston has his store. You've got your Ace Hardware. I got that flea market. It's only once a month, and that sucks.
Yeah. So. Well, that store that I go to, it's like a lost world. I'm so happy to have something like that.
Yeah, in Georgia Adventure, he's got this barbecue place. And he did a video on that, and they got a bunch of case knives and stuff. It's crazy for a barbecue joint selling these knives, but he buys a lot of them there. So.
My dream vacation trip, of course, I live not too far from Disney World. My dream vacation trip is to go to Smoky Mountain Knife Works.
Would love that.
I heard it's overwhelming.
Just leave me there the whole day.
Yeah, someone was at the gym the other day, and he went there, and he's like, it was too overwhelming. And, and I'm like, hey, if you want to know about knives, just talk to me and I can point you in the right direction and you can order it offline or whatever. But
imagine how much time you would, the store that I go to, I spend 3 hours in there.
And
imagine going to SMKW.
Yeah. My wife hates when we go to the flea market. I mean, she'll help me, but she's standing there like, oh, come on.
It'd be a hotel room, go back the next day and go
Yeah.
level 2, level 3.
You would need a few days.
Oh, yeah.
You
And you need to make a pile. Then you got to take that pile and dig through what you want out of that pile and make you got to. I would have to. I just know that.
Well,
But
I had people say I would love it. I knew I would. I would
Yeah.
love it. That's my dream truck.
well, hey, we'll do it one day. We need to do a meetup, but
I need more.
I'll tell you what, guys. Hey, we're at an hour and a half. We're at 90 minutes, and that's usually what we run. So, Sog, don't worry. We can always do round 2. We do round 2s all the time, man. So don't worry about that. But guys, I want to thank everyone who showed up today. I mean, this was an all-time high. I think at one time we had 50 people in here. Right now we have 40 still that are watching, which is, we blew our record. I think our record before was like 34. So,
yeah,
guys, this was phenomenal. I want to thank everybody for showing up, and I want to thank Sog for his great advertising he done on this all week long. He really focused on this advertising and pushed it. So big thanks to Sog, man.
We got a lot of support. I thank you guys. I was all nervous. Everybody, I could feel your hands pat me on the back. You got this, Sog.
Sog, man, really, truly, thank you so much for
thank you guys, man.
Yeah, being a part of this. This is the collection. Your collection is just phenomenal. And everybody that you showed, your knives off today, man. And I'm sure that a lot of people are blown away by that. You have an outstanding collection, and your channel is also great. You have a great channel. So thank you so much for being on. We're definitely going to do a part 2 of this. We'll email. We'll do the same thing. Email back and forth.
Yeah.
Do a part 2 of this because this is just terrific stuff.
Yeah, you got too much stuff not to show off more. So it's going to happen.
You guys that are watching, I really thank you guys for supporting all 3 of us. That's really cool. I'm looking at the TV if you're wondering. I'm seeing the comments.
Hey, it's cool, man. Hey, I want to thank everybody. And guys, don't forget, like, subscribe, leave a comment, subscribe to Saw Grunt. If you're not subscribed to him, subscribe to Boston Blade Reviews, subscribe to my channel. And if you guys could, when this is over, if you could go back to the live, like it, and maybe leave a comment to help the algorithm, because that'll push this to more people. So if you guys could do that, it would be greatly appreciated. But guys, I'll leave the last words with Boston. Sign us off, man.
Yeah, no, thank you to everyone in the chat. Thank you to everyone that follows us every week. This is something that like I said, we started this and we were kind of playing around, and you look at it now, we got 50 people out here, and just thank you guys really sincerely. I did a video on it this last week, thanking you guys, and we really mean it. So again, thank you to Saw Grunt. We're going to do a part 2 of this, and yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next one. We appreciate it.
Hey, Sog out.
Sog out.